Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Trollhunters Tales of Arcadia Season 2, Episode 6, Hiss Hiss Bang Bang. So we start off with Jim waking up, and my man is on cloud 9. He loves his alarm clock. He loves cold showers. He loves hot showers. He loves his mom's shitty cooking. My man is just grateful to be alive, and I just kind of love this whole episode is basically Jim being happy to be alive. It's so simple, just Jim being happy to be alive. And as they're riding to school, Jim kind of realizes, oh shit, things aren't the same. Like, the shortcut that he used to take isn't the shortcut anymore because Claire can use her powers and portals him to school. My man Jim just rolls with that, like, all right, that's the shortcut now. One thing though, Claire and Toby mentioned talking to Jim about something, but they want to wait till, like, he's a bit better or whatever. And I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure it's them being mad that he went into the Dark Lands alone. But the way they were talking about it, for some reason, I kind of felt like it'd be a bit more of a big revelation. Like, it was only one scene, a minute tops. They talked about it later. I'll get to it. But the way they mentioned it several times, like, do we talk about it now? No, wait a minute. Do we talk about it now? No, wait a minute. I thought it was about to be this big revelation that I thought it had to do something with the tribunal or something. Like, they didn't tell him the tribunal was out to get his ass. I don't know. Anyway, he gets a hero's welcome to school because of Jim's Lake's disease, which he survived. And again, that is the stupidest excuse. How the fuck did nobody contact Barbara to give her condolences? Like, we're here for you if your son doesn't make it through his disease. Like, damn. There were so many ways this could have gone wrong. There was some goddess or god of luck that was smiling down upon him, like, you know what? I'll give him this one. So they go to Troll Market, and Blinky is burning the books. Because they all belong to Dictatious, and he doesn't want anything belong to that traitor, despite the fact that, as Jim points out, that those books were useful before, and they could be useful again. We probably shouldn't burn them. But I do understand Blinky's point of view, because Dictatious was like a hero to Blinky. And that, finding out that he was working for the enemy, probably broke something in Blinky. I love Vendel coming in. So, the tribunal voted by the skin of their teeth to find Jim innocent. Of course, this is with the knowledge that nobody escaped. And they continue to lie, which is, of course, because they lied like, yeah, Jawl never left his post. Nope. Scout's honor. Cross my heart. Hope to die, you know. And then Vendel, running gag is his new staff is getting stuck in places. And I'm pretty sure he knows that his staff was taken by Blinky and them. Because he just gave him a look and he's like, I've stick my neck out so much for you bozos anymore and they'll lop my head off. So Jim, again, is kind of rolling with the punches. He wants to go back on calls immediately. And he's like, I've been gone so long. There's probably got to be so much missing. And Claire and Toby are like, well, we've been taking care of it. And he's just like, oh, really? That's great. And immediately bounce back like, all right, so let's go to training. Only for Vendel to be like, yeah, we found a corpse of a cat or whatever. Probably goblins. Need to figure that shit out. And they realize that the goblins were blood goblins from the Darklands, which of course means they escaped, and they realized the oh shit moment, Gunmark escaped. So the blood goblins are after people from the Darklands, and they realize that Chomsky was in there for a lot longer. So they try to go after him, but Chomsky puts up a pretty damn good fight before he gets captured. I want to give him his flowers for that. Like, Chomsky was realistically not going to win, but I do love that he put up a decent enough fight. Like, he is someone who defeated a troll, gave a troll hunter a run around. Granted, it was an untrained, like, day 2 troll hunter, but still. And he also did survive Darklands. So they track the goblins down. This is when they have the discussion about, them being left alone, Jim going alone, and, he admits he screwed up. And it's a good little talk, like, he's like, the amulet chose me to be a hero, some hero I am. I'll go into the Darklands alone and Jim Lake it up and I gotta be rescued. And then Blinky says, the amulet chose you, but you chose you to be the troll hunter, but you made yourself a hero. And, I feel like they do kind of breeze back, tie the past, that Jim did go in it alone, despite saying they do it together. He did bring up the point that after Arg, he was scared of losing people again. But also, I kind of feel like this could have been the point where, like, maybe he could have said the Council of Dead Ghosts was getting to me, because they were, basically saying, like, shit like a troll hunter goes alone or whatever, So I kind of feel like he could have mentioned them. I just kind of wish this scene was just a bit longer. But oh well. I'm pretty sure this is what they were talking about, like, we gotta talk to him about it. And it's just like... So, they go to track him down at a fireworks factory, and they get into a fight, rescue Chomsky, and Jim realizes that the goblins can understand him, so he tries to get information about Gunmar, but the fireworks explode, because, of course, they go into a fireworks factory. You can't... It's kind of like a TV show rule and movie. If you go into a fireworks factory, the entire thing has got to explode, and for some reason, everybody's got to survive. It's just the way it is. All the good guys got to survive, and all the fireworks gotta explode. I didn't make the movie and TV show rules. It's just the way it is. So they go... So now we cut to Dictatious and Gunmar watching it before a truck comes in, bowls over one of the Gum-Gums, and cuts off his arm. And now that Gum-Gum is weak, Gunmar's like, bitch, I can't have you in my army, and kills him. And then Otto comes up with the other changeling and pledges the loyalty to Gunmar and says, we have the perfect plan, whatever, to help build you an army or whatever. I kind of have my problems with this. As I said, I kind of wish the thing was longer. Also, I do agree with the characters. Chomsky's relationship with that toy action figure, whatever, is very weird, and I don't think needs to be in there. I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's just kind of weird. But I think it's supposed to be weird. Like, everybody acknowledges, yeah, it's weird, so... That's another thing I forgot. Chomsky proposed to his doll thing, so yeah. Action figure. I understand it's supposed to be funny, and it's supposed to be even funnier because everybody acknowledges it's weird. It's just, I don't know, it's not a joke I can find funny or whatever. I mean, it's not something that kind of, it's not one that offends me or anything. It's just like, it's kind of nothing scenes for me. As I said, I wish the conversation was a bit longer, maybe a bit more in-depth. Other than that, though, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.